Hi guys, Dice here, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is on the free-to-play post-apocalyptic game, Vigor. We're going to do a list of pros and cons, so hopefully you'll stick around and make a decision whether to give it a shot. So on to the first pro, it's free. Can you get any better than that? It's a free game, you can enjoy it for absolutely nothing. Next up, our first con, crowns are expensive. Crowns are the in-game currency for Vigor. They cost a fortune. You need to remortgage your house and sell your car to buy them, so don't bother. Next up, we have another pro, good rewards. The tutorial rewards you really well with crates, better weapons, etc. So the game itself is very rewarding in that respect. Next we go back across to the cons for customization. The customization in this game sucks. You cannot change the outfit of your character, his hat, anything like that, unless you pay for it with crowns. They do give you weapon skins in the crates that you get from airdrops, but other than that, there is no customization unless you buy it. Okay guys, back to the pros. Crates level up. So there is a tier system from common to special issue with 5 tiers. Each tier has a level. So once you open a crate, you have a set amount of items you can receive. Once you've collected all those items of that tier then levels up to get you some more items. I know it's confusing, but when you play, I promise it will make sense. Back over to the cons, the ADS system. The ADS system in this game is absolutely shocking. There's sway, it just doesn't look right, it's so hard to manage. Don't use it, just use hipfire, crouch down so your crosshairs are smaller, and hipfire. It's so much easier than trying to navigate the ADS system. Okay then guys, back to the pros. Good volume is what I've put. I'll explain. The volume of footsteps, of running through the snow, of gunfire, I think they've got it really, really well. They've done a good job with it, and it really helps. If you're stood still, you can hear people really well, unlike on certain other games. So for me, that's a really good thing for Vigor. Well done guys. Next up on the cons, it's unstable. The game itself, I don't want to put anyone off, and it shouldn't do at all, but sometimes you will get kicked from the game just randomly. It's one of those things, it's a free to play, you kind of expect it, but I had to put it in the cons because it is annoying as fuck. So it's there, be aware, but it's not game breaking. It doesn't happen every game or anything like that. Next up for the pros, I've put plenty of maps. So for me, there's 6 maps to start with. It's just come free to play, although it has been out about a year, give or take. So by plenty, I think there's enough for the new players to get their teeth into, to learn. And with each encounter on every map being different, you know, it kind of negates the fact you need new maps, although it will need some new maps in the near future. And back to the next con is player gap. What I mean by this is a lot of people have come to the game since it's been free to play. However, a lot of other people have had it for about a year, so their gear is a lot better, they know the maps, they know all the locations, so that's just something to be aware of, although it won't stop you winning as a new player. The next pro for me was it doesn't list the player count. For me this is quite a big one. It keeps the suspense alive. You could be the last player and you would never know it. So when the airdrop comes and you're running across to it, you're trying to stay undercover, you know, all these type of things, there might not be anyone left. You might be alone. So it does keep that suspense going, and it makes the game much more enjoyable in my opinion. My next con is there's no ranking system. Be it a player rank, a kill rank, an airdrops collected rank, there's no figure anywhere for any stats or any ranking, so that's something that I think should be changed. Next on my pros list is safes, signals and beacons. I think they bring a bit of depth to the game which could otherwise be a bit boring, but they seem to focus players to certain areas, which is quite good for a few gunfights as the maps are quite large. Next up on my cons is clunky movement. For me, this is quite a big one. The movement is quite bad really, to be honest. You can get stuck on rocks, but you can leapfrog over them, and other times you'll climb over them. It's quite inconsistent, so you get a lot of bunny hopping and things like that, which can be quite frustrating sometimes. So the next pro for me is the boost system. This is a system that you spend crowns on. It makes the loot better or the crate better in the airdrop, but it actually works for everyone and not just yourself, which I think is a great way of doing it. My next con is no weapons attachments. This for me is really annoying. You can't have a pistol with a silencer on it or anything like that, and it means the game itself, weapon-wise, is quite linear. My next pro is the one-shot headshot. I think this is a great addition. I think that for realism, it's brilliant, and it also helps you win those gunfights when you might be against someone with better weapons, etc. The last one on the list is a con, and it's the end game. I'm not sure what they're going to do about the end game. There isn't really one at the moment. Once you've done your base and collected weapons, that's about it. So hopefully they'll come out with something fairly soon. And that's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the pros and cons of Vigor. If you did, please leave a like, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.